You're talking to me. Try again.
Whoa.
He is really tearing up.
No, honestly, I've never felt anything like this.
Yeah, so what we decided to do, we're going up top of the steps and we're going to over and sit there and lights out.
Well, hello, how are we doing? You alright? Great to see you all. Right, why have you not seen me for a bit? Basically, I mean, I'm out today. I'm out with Mick. Mick's over there, you can see him. We're a hunt for the big cat, or cats. But basically, yeah, just things have changed at work and whatnot. And as well, not only that, I've been thinking about things, to be honest. But it's been like 5 years now since we kind of started with, and I went into the kind of paranormal side on a bit of a serious note. We're actually going out for you guys, and I hope the sound's coming out alright because it's a bit windy, but it is covered. But basically, yeah, so I've just been having a bit of a think. Now, I've been on with the other project which I'm doing, but I've not really been out, but it's given me time to think about things, to be honest, and I've just been thinking about the paranormal and stuff, and a bit of a break from it. And of course it's been, oh, it's not doing it today, it's not raining, so yeah, so I've just been having a good think about things, and it's been good. The break's been good since Christmas, since Benton, the back end of last year. It's been good, but it does get a bit, because we're up sometimes early, and you know, you're constantly on it on the paranormal and wherever, like in Yorkshire, early morning starts, late night finishes. It's just, you get tired basically. And like I say, it was a good break and a good time to have a think about things. So I'm out today with Mick. First time I've been out this year, to be honest, apart from doing what I'm doing on my side of things. But we're just on with, you know, I've been watching Mick's and talking to Mick obviously about the big cats. And it's quite interesting how a lot of this stuff is, I mean, when you look all the way around, you've got the motorway, you've got all the houses, you've got industrial, you've got railway, you've got rivers. It's constant action all the time around, so you know, you wouldn't really expect an animal to be here, to be fair. You can probably hear the motorway, you'll probably see, there we go, Rivington in the far distance, there you go. But you don't really expect an animal to be kind of, you know, circulating around these parts. You'd expect something somewhere quiet, but it's not been that case, has it? Because you've been following Mick McLaren's channel, you'll know that there's been threads on Facebook where it has been seen, and it's been seen recently, and it's been recently seen over in this area, and that's why we're obviously here. So we're just going to go out today, and I think what we're going to do is, me and Mick's, I brought my trail camera and these brought his, and we're just going to have a good scoot about and just see, you know, what's what, and see, might be find a cat print, I don't know, but stick with us. And like I say, it's not raining, thank God, and it looks like it's going to be a good day, to be fair. It's about 1 o'clock-ish, something like that. So we're just out and about. We're going to just go down, I think, towards the River Duggy and check out, because I mean, it's like I said to Mick, it's using the networks definitely, as we all know, but there's something about this tunnel which I think it's using this tunnel, so we're going to try and put a trail camera down here. And it's good really, because I've not seen it proper, but the thing is, it looks like nobody really goes over this side of things, so if it does catch something, it'll be something of interest, I'm sure, instead of people keep walking past and whatnot, like we've got in the actual bridge in the far distance over there. There's a footpath what runs from the services, well, it comes all the way from Rivington, to be honest, and then drops over the services, over the motorway and over, and you know, over to Blackrod. So yeah, so stick with us and I'll meet you down there. And yeah, it's great to be back on the green. Back on the green, boots on the green. We'll speak to you in a bit. Bye bye for now. Mick's just going to get his drone out, because when we were at the top near the surface, the wind was a little bit. Should we get it out? Should we not? But if we drop down, which I thought would happen into the valley, it has dropped dramatically. So we're just going to get the drone up. I'm just going to have a look at the actual stream itself. Just a plank coming across, but it's not going to use that. Right, I think Mick's going to get the drone up, because Mick's just said that when I've come over and met him down at the bottom of the field, he said it looks like there's a road at the back here, where this waste is here. It looks like there's a tunnel of the road. Now you can imagine, I think that's it there, you can actually see the actual rails coming from the actual bridge. Can you see it just there on the top of the motorway? Around here somewhere. I think there's a road there, I think it will be using something like that. I thought myself it would be using the actual tunnel, but there's no way it's using that. It would have to come through water, and I think that's unnecessary to do, to be honest. Even though if it's quiet or not, it's not going to go through water, surely, to go under the motor, it's going to use the road. But yeah, so Mick's just going to get the drone up. Well, Mick's new drone, he's got a new drone now. He's having problems with the old one, as you probably saw on the bouncing trip. So he's on a new one now. Just get his head around things. It's just interesting how, like, you know, you keep getting different stuff. Keeps changing, you can tell that, you know, when Mick got his actual drone last time. And then he's got his new drone, the picture quality is 100 times better. I'm just going to have a look and see what's what.
There's a bridge just but it looks as though it goes into this workplace here. Can you see?
I can't see because
but it goes into this workplace, so I suppose this cat could come and use that.
Plus it's got the scent of the rubbish as well, isn't it? Which will be really strong.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, viewers, scent of a cat is, well, I was quite surprised actually. The scent of a human is 58 million times, but it's actually 200 million on a cat compared to 50 million of a human, which is unbelievable.
So on the other side of the motorway here, this is the area it's been spotted in, and that's why I thought it might go under the motorway at this point. Yeah. That's where the this drainage is here, this tunnel, and again we've got a bridge going under it.
So whereabouts was the cat print? Is that a fair distance away?
It was around here.
Right, so it's not. Right.
It's not that far. It's not that far at all.
Trees, isn't it? That is interesting.
Yeah.
That.
So yeah, it's move over a little bit.
If you can't
So this is a tunnel on that side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It looks like it would follow that in a way.
Yeah.
The print is.
And see this little bit of a path here? That is a path where I found the cat prints.
Yeah.
So it could be coming over here. But we'll see. Let me just put that on record. I didn't realise I'd not put it on record. Follow that.
Right, I'll get back to you in a minute, views. We'll just have a bit of a chit chat, me and Mick, and just try and work things out. Keep watching.
Hello again. Yeah, I was quite fascinated with that, to be honest, that humans have around 50 million senses and a cat has 200 million, which is extraordinary. But us humans have more actual taste buds than a cat, because obviously a cat is just for protein and fat, us is for different kind of foods. But you know, there's some interesting facts in there, and I think a big cat is their hearing's 2 times better, higher frequency than us humans. And of course, as a fixed and, you know, a big cat, you can, you know, adapt and move things around, so you can understand why they are a lot better. It's quite interesting facts of the cat, to be fair. But I mean, the thing is as well, I like this kind of where we are in a sense, because when Mick was saying, oh yeah, this is the River Duggy and whatnot, I was saying, right, okay, it's good that in a way, because that runs right at the back of my house. You know, it catches. So I was quite surprised actually. It is only small, in a way. It's only a small stream like this is, but it's a bit bigger than this. But it's only a small stream, but it's quite interesting. You know, you kind of think if it kind of follows streams and whatnot, you know, is there something in where we live at AR? You know, obviously it must have passed through at one time, but yeah, it's quite interesting that. But like I say, we've got all the networks of the railway, the river, the motorway. We've got everything which, you know, us as paranormal investigators kind of view as an interest, because when you kind of look on the map, that's where all the activity seems to be happening around there. You know, but like I said at the beginning of this video, it's a lot of humans are around here as well, which you wouldn't have thought something would have wanted to come around here. But Mick keeps saying, when I spoke to him earlier, that it has been spotted in different parts of Rivington, which, you know, you would have thought, yeah, but is it happening where I kind of said maybe it's a family of them? They said it may be a family of them, you know. If we had proper dates and, you know, proper sightings, we could kind of probably marry up if it was a family or just like a single cat. But I think what we're going to do is just kind of do this side of the River Duggy and then go on the other side, maybe on the other side of the moat to have a look there. But it's definitely cat territory, I would have thought. Definitely cat territory. But are they evolving where they're coming closer to humans as well? Is that is that an actual thing to say? That it's getting braver and coming closer to humans. Right, okay, I'll speak to you soon. I'm just gonna bob back over here and see where it takes us. Keep watching. Yeah, we've just actually crossed over the river and come over to just before the boundaries of where the waste plant is, and we tried to really follow the course of the river, to be honest, and this seems an interesting place, like Mick's just said, where it's, you know, it's a little bit, you can see really, actually, well, I'll show you actually, you can see where, if it's been bad weather, I think, if there's been any sheep in this field over here, you see this big actual land behind me, it goes right over to the services. You'll see by the looks of it that when it's been bad weather, the sheep will come into this little bit of woodland here, which is interesting, I think. But it's like Mick says, it kind of follows from under the motorway. And is that'll still be the River Duggy then, won't it? Split. Yeah, so it's split, hasn't it? Right, okay.
So many ways.
So what we're going to do, we're going to try and get down, go over this fence and see what's on the other side into this woodland, which is, and it's only a little very small. You can see the cars going back and the back end of it. It's only very small, but you know, these small coppices can hold a little, you know, we might find a couple of footprints or something, I don't know. But yeah, okay, right, we'll press on and we'll meet you on the other side of the fence. As you can see, we've just over there, obviously we've got the actual waste plant, and then that's where the river must split. It must split somewhere under this actual split and go over here somewhere. See, look, it's very small, there's only 52 steps, and on the other side where the river does splits. Smells like trouble.
I think it's too deep, that. It's too deep for it to come through. Well, that's it, that's one of the tunnels. this is where it all flows through from the opposite side. After, when they built the motorway, they divided it to come through different parts, and this is part of it. On the other side is part of it, and then they meet further down, and it becomes larger on that side. But this is where it comes out from them houses, right on the other side where it was seen.
Strange how you do, innit?
Yeah, and I don't think it can come from the other side through the bridge because it looks as though it's fenced off.
They've blocked it off, haven't
They've blocked it off so nothing can come through. So the only way through would be these tunnels, but when you look at them, the water is too high for it.
Yeah.
I mean, they can swim, but they're not going to go out of the way and swim
It's
down
for the
here.
easiest option, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like us, really, in a
They'll
way.
stay over there. So to me, I'm thinking that cat what's been seen in Wigan is not this one. We've got a separate cat altogether on this side. Unless there's somewhere else it can get onto this side, but on that side there's less there are less humans about. On this side there's not. There's a lot on this side, especially with these works. So I don't think it's coming over here, but it's worth us coming over here. So
I don't think it'd detract it, the works. I know what you're saying, but I don't think it would, because let's look at the quarry at Rivington.
yeah, but I think that's why it's moved, because it's become more active.
Yeah.
And that's why people are seeing it further over.
Well, because obviously I'm not going to say it on film, but they've took more land, haven't they?
Yeah, they
you know what I mean? Ridiculously amount of land they've took.
Yeah.
And they keep taking.
No, it's not nice, is it?
No.
But I don't think it's coming through these tunnels.
No, I don't think it is.
It might come another way, but
It's too hectic. There's
I'm
too much
not
going
going
on.
to leave a camera in here because I don't think we're going to capture anything in here. Only sheep, because if you look, there's just sheep hooves all up and down here where they've been getting in.
That's why I think the sheep have got in here in bad weather. They've just come in to try and get a bit of cover, haven't they?
Yeah, and that's what they're using it for. So, yeah, let's get to the side and see what it's like on the side.
Right, you heard that from Mick. We'll see you on the other side. You can see all the open land here where it's got a real good advantage. And you know, like I say, we've got the networks, haven't we? All the networks combined. Just stood here on the actual entrance to going over to the bridge. We're just going to pass over to the other side of the bridge. It's just having a fair look on the other side, just trying to weigh things up. What a cool day today. Started spitting when we were coming on the way in. Just give you a 360 all the way around. The bridge, which is in the 40. Oh. Right, we've been on one side to where we think it's actually like humans, really. They have a bit of a borderline, to be fair, because once you go past the railway bridge, which you've already seen, it's on this like couple of farmers' fields, and then you hit the A6, and then you hit an housing estate. So we think that's this kind of border. If it does, I mean, imagine you could probably hear it and walk across the motorway bridges with this. You probably see it actually now. Yeah, you can see it. So we think this is the border, because just over this other side, as we're dropping down from the motorway, this is where Mick found the actual footprint and the actual tuft of hair on the actual fence. So we don't think it comes this far. There's a little bit of a border, boundary line, whatever you want to call it. So we're just going to nip over the motorway and have a look on the other side. We think with the waste plant and, you know, the River Dudley, I thought it might have a bit of a chance, but when you actually come on foot, and this is why you have to come on foot, and get out here, boots on the ground, this is what you see. You see, it wouldn't really work. The cat really would have to kind of, well, more or less swim under the tunnels really to get any further on to the waste plant and whatnot, which I don't think it's going to do. It's only like humans, they go for the easiest option, to be fair. So we've kind of, like I said, drawn a line at that end, and then we're just working our way over to where the footprint is. And I've not seen the footprint. I've seen it on Mick's channel, but of course I'm here in person, so we're just going to bob over. But it's like Mick says, won't it be interesting if we go back over and the actual tuft of hair is a little bit more than what there was last time? That would be interesting, and that would be an ideal place to leave an actual trail camera. That'd be like gold, because obviously you would think it's using that pathway all the time, but we'll see. Right, I'll speak to you in a bit. Keep watching.
Deer has been under there.
This is the actual footprint what Mick found. This is it. What was getting me was, I was trying to get my head around how did they see it, and I can see why he saw it now, because there's a trail. It's using a trail. Now this is quite interesting, to be fair, and it is, you can see where Mick is actually, that the trail is, it's used, yeah, it's got a bit more air there.
There's a lot of fur here, stuck underneath.
Yeah, Mick's just got some more there.
See that?
Yeah, it is dark, isn't it?
And it's soft, very soft to touch, like a cat.
Yeah, it is.
The footprint.
Yeah, it is. It's very, do you know something? With having cats, that reminds me of a cat.
Yeah.
Well, obviously you'll know, wouldn't you, a cute cat?
Yeah. The footprint was here, but as you can see, it's been washed away.
Doesn't smell though.
No, they're quite clean.
Yeah, they are clean.
But I'm seeing if there's anything on this side, print line.
What does this? I know it's not, because you can tell, but just to rule it out, what's sheep? Are they more coarse? Are they more harder?
It's wool.
Yeah, it's more.
It's soft, but
that's really soft. It bounces in your fingers.
Yeah, it's proper fur. It's proper. I would say that's cat fur.
Yeah, I would.
Definitely would say it.
Well, like I said, when you first gave me, then I felt like I was stroking a cat.
Yeah. There's markings here, but you can't make them out.
Because it's left markings, because when you look, it actually is on, I don't know if you can see it, it's on an incline, so you could see where something would push in or drop down, depending which way it's coming, and catch its hair.
See all this? Oh, you're on this twig.
Yeah.
You can get that. Oh.
Let's just put you on the actual,
There you go.
let's put you on the phone camera and then on the video, and then you can get a bit closer to what we're actually talking about, because if we're moving closer with this, not going to really get it, to be fair. So, yeah. Okay, so, yeah. Well, let's drop that. So yeah, so we're just coming out with a closer view. Mick's trying to text us something there, to be honest.
Look at that. It's a bit light, sir.
Yeah.
I don't know what that could be.
See, the thing what I've noticed as well is I'm thinking sheep, but I'm thinking not, because when we went over to that little bit of woodland that you've just seen before, we could see it all, and actually you probably, if you go back, or probably you did notice at the time, you see where the sheep were catching it, and there's no sheep there's nothing white here. But it is interesting that, like I said, that Mick's just give me this actual piece. And it did feel like, we've had cats, we've owned cats, and it does feel like a cat. But yeah, But obviously, it's got. If that was a cat print, it's got to be a cat. To be fair, it's got to be. It's just a shame it's washed away. But we have. Mick's got it anyway, so if you've not seen it, go over to Mick's channel and just have a look at it. But this is why, when something's seen, we've got to get on it straight away, because with the weather as well, weather permitting, it washes away in no time. But the thing is, so was it coming down or going up, Mick?
It was coming down, that's what I mean. It's coming down in sort of round pads, and there was no claw marks. As you know, they don't stick out of the cat as you're looking around here. But if you notice, it's a deer run as well. So the deer are coming along here, jumping over, and you can see deer footprints here from this field, jumped to here, and then it's gone that way. So it's not only deer using this run, we've got, I think, this cat using this run. I can't see any paddle marks on this side. But
it has rained.
we're talking 3 weeks ago now. The morning I came out.
Is that where it was? 3 weeks? That?
The morning I came out and found that was the morning it was seen. So that's how fresh that was. And the rain, because it's on a little bit of a drop there, it's just washed it away. But there's fresh deer prints coming up. So I mean, some of that fur could be deer, I don't know. But going under there, I can't see a cat jump right over like a deer would do.
No.
I can see a cat going through under it.
It's a hunker down, won't it?
Yeah. I'll show you the area where it was actually seen that morning.
So it's jumped from there to I mean, there is a bit of a trail running down there, but
yeah, you can't make out what it is.
no.
So that's what I mean, there is a trail there, so it's come from there and it's coming over here.
See, it's like I said, this might be its borderline, because it's nice and secure feeling here when I'm stood here just before the motorway.
Yeah, it's noisy.
Yeah, I mean, the motorway is well over there, but I think, you can see it. You've got the housing estate over the back there as soon as you go over the motorway, so there's hardly any fields before. Yeah, so this could be the actual borderline in a sense. We'll press on, we'll keep looking, see if we can find anything. But that's where the actual footprint was there. Right, we'll press on. We'll see you in a bit. Bye for now. It's like the far right hand side is the built-up area, and it's obviously less. Yeah. On the left hand side, isn't it, coming into the farm? It's.
I mean, this now is we're on a park as well. We're coming to a park area.
Right. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, you can see with the railings.
Yeah, big.
Like a country park.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's just a strange place to actually see it. Yeah. Very strange, actually. That's why I think it could have been coming from that area. Well, that's just as noisy. Well, more noisier.
Yeah.
So she was walking down Squirrel Lane, which is here.
So this is Squirrel Lane.
This is Squirrel Lane we're on. She looks over and sees it in this woodland on the side of the I don't see where she saw it.
Yeah, go on, let's see where she saw it.
Where I believe she saw it. She's taking dog for a walk.
Well, all we've seen, well, yeah, it is. All we've seen is dog walkers, really, even on the side of the motorway, which was quite strange. There weren't many, but it was still.
So he says.
As you can hear now, you can hear the river doggy.
He said to me, why? was walking down Squirrel Lane, looked over to the woods which are over here, and that's where she saw over here.
Right, so it was seen, as you can see, Mick's just showing me here, you've got the little bit of an ice waterfall, which you've probably just seen. And you've got, just over, if you can see in the distance, you'll see football pitches. And Mick's just saying it was round about over here where the actual dog walker was obviously taking the dog for a walk and saw the actual cat. Which it is a quirky place, really, isn't it? It is a...
But again, if you follow the Douglas here and you're going up, you then go under the road, towards Rivington.
Right.
Following it down, then go to that end tunnel system to where we were in the other field. So yeah, if we walk down at the side of the Douglas and see what we can see on the floor there. But if you look on the scratch, you can see where people have been walking anyway. So
yeah, you
can't find anything there apart from dog prints, people prints.
Have you been over to where she actually did see it?
Yeah, we've walked it over there, yeah.
Right, so that's that covered. But like I say, we're on Squirrel Lane, and yeah, this is where it was seen. Right, okay, leave us to it. We'll do a little bit more investigating and let's see what we can find. But yeah. There's a lovely bridge down here as well. A little bit of a bridge, you can see. Just over there. You'll see it there. Lovely little bridge. And I'll just show you the actual waterfall, which is nice to see. That's really the boundary of the actual country park by the looks of it, which is a nice little touch. But like I said, this is the River Duggy again. See the little bridge there. I think we're just actually going to go over that, to be honest. Yeah, we are. Right, okay, leave us to it and let's press on. Country park.
So you recognise it, the waterfall?
Yeah, I can recognise it now. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was just saying, we just come over there and I just said to Mick, oh, what's that kind of, you know, what's that bit of spinning when he looked at it? Oh, he said, that's a fishing pond. And I said, oh, right. I said, that's interesting. I said, because obviously that's going to be stocked with fish. That's going to be probably a pond where it's actual, you know, you pay for a licence and they stock it with fish. But when you actually think about it, it's actually where it was seen. That's where it was actually seen, on the edge there, just before you hit that actual pond. So, was it after the fish? Now, I know obviously the River Duggy will have, you know, fish in it, not so much, but it's quite interesting that that's a stocked pond, if I'm right, where you pay a licence, people stock it with fish every year, you know, and you're more or less guaranteed to catch something. But yeah, that is quite interesting that it was actually near the pond. So was it after the actual fish? To me, I would say 80% yes, to be honest. But we'll keep searching and see what else we can find. Well, that is interesting. Don't know where Mick's taking us here, but let's see. Sometimes these discoveries and choices make good decisions, to be honest. There goes my heart. Bloody hell. Keep watching. I know it's not the best shot, but this is the actual fishing man's lake. It's only small, very small indeed, and it's actually a model boat club as well. But you can more or less walk around it in less than a minute. It's very small, but yeah, back away a bit. It might be better backing away. Yeah, so this is the actual fishing lake itself. We're just on the actual edge of it. It's all fenced off. It's double fenced, to be honest, but you can more or less walk around it in a minute. It's that small, but it's just as you can see as well, they've got CCTV. That'll be interesting to get hold of, won't it? Like Mick says. But, yeah. But this is here where Mick's just gone down and he's going over back, and this is where it was actually seen. You'll see him now. He's actually probably at the place. Oh, he's going to send a drone up by the looks of things. To have a look at, yeah, that'll be good to see the actual lake itself, and you'll see the size of it as well. Shame I've not got my drone, but you can always watch Mick's channel, get over and have a view, and you'll see the size of it. But what I'll do, I'll try and, yeah, you can't really see it, to be fair. We are going higher. Oh, hang on, you can see a bit through the fence here, but you can more or less see one end. You'll see two actual, you'll see them spinning. They're for the birds, really, to just stop the birds coming in for the fish. But you can see one, and you can see the second one a further distance in the edge, and that's the size of the lake. It's very small, but we might be able to actually see it if Mick gets a drone up. I'll try and zoom in on Mick's drone display on his controller. But we are actually going higher, so you'll get a bit of a better view, like I say. Just step on here a bit. There you go, you can more or less see it. Try and put up as high as I can. You'll see it's only very, very small. But, like I say, it's double fenced, so like I was on about with the actual smell, did it sniff something like the fish by mistake? Does it come here regular? The wind's up here as well, but let's just have a look on Mick's actual thing, see if we can get it. I don't know if we can get it or not. With the light. It's fun, it's very, very small. Like I said, I bet you could walk around it in a minute, couldn't you, Mick?
Yeah, I'm going down to that little pond that's down where we couldn't get to.
Oh, is that a reservoir?
Yeah, that's that little pond that we couldn't get any further to.
Yeah, we just come to a bit
looks
of a...
as though it's surrounded by houses.
Because if we crossed over, we couldn't get it on the other side because, well, we couldn't, but there was a field and that was the farmer's front field, really. So there was no...
There's people's back gardens over it and that. No, you can actually get to it there.
right on the end of built-up community by the looks of it.
Yeah, so as we're going round, so these are the fields on this side.
This is where me and Mick's just come from over there.
That's the service station there.
That's where we've left the car on the services.
So yeah, there's a pond over there. That's where the cat prints were. Yeah. So there's a pond over on the other side, and then where the cat prints are going up to. Now that's interesting. But if you look, it goes all the way over to the reservoir at Rimington. And look at that pond there. Oh, signal. I'm gonna have to return.
Right, okay, I'll leave that with us and I'll get back to you more on that side of things. We didn't know that. But yeah.
Interesting.
Catch you in a bit. Come over to investigate on our way back to the car, and as you can see, I mean, there might not be any fish in it, but plenty of birds around. This is very interesting. So, I'm not sure, there's just behind these trees there's a bit of a borderline. See if I can actually take a photo. And we're not sure if it's on this side or on that side. The left hand side is where we actually came past, and Mick on his first time over, I was coming back from the services, they spotted the actual footprint and the air caught in the fence. So that would explain why it would come up here. Because like you can see, there's plenty of actual food up here, but we don't know, I don't think there's any fish in it. It's not a fishing pond, but it is an interesting find. Now, I'm just saying to Mick, it's an interesting place to leave the cameras.
There's a gate further down.
You know, there's a gate further down, but
we'll get through.
We'll see if we can get through a little bit further and get further up. Because this is an ideal place, and nobody's going to come up here anyway. Yeah, so let's press on and I'll meet you on the other side of the lake.
See, the sandbanks are all on that.
Yeah, we're just actually following it from, as you've just seen, that lake, what we found. Like Mick says, this is a little bit of a trail here, but right at bottom here, this is where the actual cat came through the fence with a footprint. So we're just checking this out now. There's a lot of cow kind of footprints in the actual floor, but you see, the thing is as well, all animals, well, they're like us, aren't they? We'd go for cover if they have bad weather, they'd come and they'd actually use this actual brush to actually trying to get some cover over, something natural really. But this, it's funny that this trail actually leads down to where the cat print was found.
See the line that goes all the way down to the bottom. Now that tree in front is where the path is, where I found the cat print. So this is quite interesting. But there's no paw prints there as yet. But 3 weeks ago the rain could have washed it away by now. If I'd known that I could get into this field then, I would have been looking and wondering.
And I think it's actually that gate we've just found as well up there, which we're going to go back to in a minute. I think it's used that gate to get towards the pond.
Yeah. You couldn't say it, a bit open, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, leave it with us. We'll get right back. Thanks for watching. Yeah, we've just approached the other side now. So as you can look down and see, you'll see where we were stood on the other side coming in. So that's exactly where, coming from the services that way, and then spin it round and go kind of up in the distance, you'll see a white gate as far as you can see, probably in the middle of the screen, and I think it's used that, gone up there and gone through there to the lake by the looks of things. But, yeah, very interesting. Very interesting indeed. It's just a shame, you know, that it's rained since, I mean, it's 3 weeks ago now, Mick was just saying, since it was seen over in the country park. But everything's direct to where we've, you know, just come from the lake. That's what I couldn't get when I first saw it on the other side of the fence, scratching my head, where does it lead to? I know you've got Rivington over there, but it's come over here for some distance, but maybe it's using it as a drinking well, I don't know, but you can see by the run that it actually is a fairly used run, and maybe by deer as well. Right, okay, leave it with us, and we'll work our way back up the field, but that's exactly where it was on the actual other side now. It's quite interesting. Yeah. Okay, we'll speak to you in a bit. Thanks for watching. Yeah, so as you can see, we're on the other side of a lake now. We've actually just come over. You'll see it in the distance, that gate over there, over yonder, as we say in Wigan, to have a look, see if there's anything on this side with sandbanks or whatnot. But it is an interesting find. You can't, you know, that's the border where we would say where the service is. That's where we were over there near the wasteland and whatnot. So you would say that this is its border really, because it was seen just at a short distance over on the actual country park, and then it's worked its way over to this lake, and then this is its border. You can see where it would either go back downhill or come up the hill, whichever way it's come from the country park. It's quite interesting, this lake. It's like a bit of a, right, that's it, that's the boundary, I would have thought, and Mick agrees the same, funny enough. So it looks like we're both thinking along the same lines, so we're just going to have a view up here and see if we can find it's a cracking little sized lake as well. It's not too big, so I don't think there's any fish in it, like I said, but there's plenty of geese about, so yeah. No animals are in these fields as well, no sheep or nothing. Right, okay, leave it with us, and I'll catch up with Mick and see what we can find. Keep watching. And thanks for watching. And thanks for the new subscribers I've got. Thanks for the likes. See you soon. As you can see, the weather's changing as well, to be honest. There's something coming over. It is broken skies, but yeah, that's right, leave it with me. See you shortly. Yeah, so we put the trail cameras up near the lake, and we're just going to head back now, drop down to the bottom of the field, and we've put the time and dates right, so you know we'll get a good idea of, you know, what's actually going on if we do catch something, which would be fantastic. But the actual way we've done it is we've left them in different places where we would know that where the cat's actually coming through using it, if it's a recent, you know, if it kind of you know, if it kind of frequent entry in this area, if it kind of, you know, that's something on the other side now where we actually stood is just a couple of metres over there. That's where the actual cat print was. So we've just, like I said, set them up, and we're just going to leave the cameras to do the job, fingers crossed. And yeah, so Mick's just going to fly over the gate like he normally does, and yeah, so let's see what's what. We've had a good scout around. I think it's been a good do, to be honest. Do you, Mick?
What's that?
It's been a good do for get some investigating done. So Yeah. So like I say, leave the cameras to do what they're doing, and let's see what they can actually achieve. Fingers crossed, something positive. Okay, keep watching. See you in a bit. Bye for now. Okay people, right, that's it, the end of today's jaunt. We're just going back over the motorway now. You'll see Mick in the distance, probably saying the same as what I'm going to say to you. That's it today folks, that's all folks. Interesting stuff we found this afternoon, and it's been good to get out, to be fair. I thought it would have kind of pitter-pattered, I'm not going to say the R word, but just roll, to be fair. But yeah, just going to head back to the car now, and like I said, you know, we've still got boots on the ground back over where we've just been, because we've still got the trail cameras out, but they're doing the job, fingers crossed. If everything's set right, we might get some results out of it, to be fair. The vibe feels good, the vibe feels good for sure. Right, okay, on that note, I'm going to wish you, well, a good day, and I'll leave you to it. But like I said, there'll be some more stuff coming, but like I said, I've just been thinking with work, things have changed and whatnot, out of my hands a bit, but I'll try and get on it more. But it's just how it is. But thanks for sticking with me. And like I say, I've had a good break, and I've been working on the other kind of documentary I've been doing, which you'll enjoy, I'm sure, but it takes time. And when I've had time, it's been the R word. And when I've not had time, it's been sunshine, so sometimes you can't win. So we're going to leave you to it. So from me, it's I'll see you soon. And from Mick,
Bye.
And what will you do, Mick?
Is that what you were saying now?
Yeah, see you. Bye bye.
Bye bye for now. See you up here. See you later.
There you go. Bye bye for now. Watch this cattle grid. Oh hey, oh hey, oh hey. Boom.